Today's lesson on an introduction to statistics with the measures of central tendency is a 9th grade competency. The materials you'll need for this lesson are a pen or a pencil and paper, something to write on, in order to complete this lesson effectively. So statistics is different from what you're used to. Algebra is about finding the unknown. Geometry is about understanding the relationships between different shapes. But statistics is about understanding and being able to analyze real-world data. So what this has to do with is the concept of randomness. Sorry.
Hello?
I've got a question about randomness.
All right, it's about uncertainty, right? You flip a coin, it's heads or tails. It's not clear what the final answer is going to be. It could be this, it could be this. It's uncertain. You're not going to really know. That's what randomness is. Got it? Good.
One of the first major areas of statistics that we need to understand is a concept called the measures of central tendency. So this word tendency, what does this word tendency mean?
Yes, Connor.
Yeah, I got another question. Tendency. What does tendency mean?
Tendency? You don't know what tendency means? Tendency means that you are likely to do something. For example, you have a tendency to eat a lot of peanut butter for a snack, right? You're more likely to eat peanut butter for a snack. You have a tendency to do that, all right? I have a tendency to get really angry when people call me with silly questions. Got it? Good.
Take some time, pause the video, and answer the do now. We don't say measures of center because the center implies a precise point, like a circle. We know the center is the exact point which is equidistant from the edges of the circle. But with real-world data, we don't have a precise point. So the next thing we're going to talk about is...
Forget it. I got it. Okay. So, mean, median, mode. The mean is when you take all the numbers in the set, you add them up together, and you divide them by how many numbers you got in the set. Mean. The median is when you take all the numbers, you put them in order from least to greatest, and you find the one in the middle. That is the median. The mode is when you look for what numbers are repeating. Okay? The number that repeats the most in the set is the mode. If they all repeat the same amount, there is no mode. All right? Now, I do know that another name for the mean is the average. Yeah, the average. Hey, Connor, what's the average mean?
No, I gotta take this. One second. Yeah. Sorry. The average. That's an easy one. Okay. The average is either the mean, median, or mode. It's another term, more informal, for measure of central tendency. Now, the average is commonly paired with the mean. Normally when people talk about the average, they refer to the mean. However, the average can be referring to either the mean, the median, or the mode.
So, here's a real-life problem. The residents of Whateverville need your help. Mayor Wallop, a scientist, has invented a weather machine. Now he's in control of the weather for the entire region and has subjected the residents of Whateverville to so many different temperatures that they don't know what season it is. One day it's snowing, the next day it's over 100 degrees. the plants are dying, and people are getting sick. Take a look at the temperatures in the past week in this chart. The first step to help the residents of Whateverville solve this problem is to sort the temperatures from least to greatest. This is always helpful when you have a set of data you are dealing with. So let's do it right now. 0, 10, 50, 50, 62, 90, 106.
So in order to help the residents of Whateverville solve this issue, we need to answer a few questions. The first would be, what is the highest temperature this week? What is the lowest? What is the middle temperature in the set of temperatures ordered from least to greatest? What is the temperature that occurs most frequently? How can you calculate the mean temperature in Whateverville?
Did you find answers to all the questions? Let's go over them. What is the highest temperature this week? It's 106 degrees. Remember, this is in Fahrenheit. If this were Celsius, everyone would be dead, because it'd be so insanely hot. Second question. What is the lowest temperature? 0 degrees. Third question. What is the middle temperature in the set of temperatures ordered from least to greatest? Well, I can take a line and cross off the 0 and the 106. I can cross off the 10 and the 90. I can cross off the 50 and the 62. Wow, I'm at the middle. It's 50 degrees. That means that 50 degrees is the median of this data. What is the temperature that occurs most frequently? Well, in this case, it's 50 degrees. It happens twice. No other number happens twice in this data set. That's the mode. The mean can be found by adding all the numbers together and dividing by the number of temperatures. Because in this case, our data, they are temperatures. They are not grams. They are not kilograms. They're not cats and dogs or anything like that. They're temperatures. Okay, the units matter. Now, if I actually want to find the mean or average, I can add all the temperatures together. 0 plus 10 plus 50 plus 50 plus 62 plus 90 plus 106, all equal 368. And then divide by the number of temperatures in the set. Well, there are 7 temperatures, so I'm going to divide by 7. That gives me 52.57 degrees. Now, that's a little long. I'm going to round to the tenths place. So I look at the last number, which is a 7. That means that that 5 has got to go up to a 6 because it's closer to 0.60. That means that my final answer will be 52.6 degrees. That's the average rounded to the nearest tenths.
Mayor Wallop hears the complaints of the residents, and for the next 10 days, he tries to adjust his temperatures to the average spring temperature in the region. We would call this fudging the numbers, because he's trying to alter the truth in order to make his representation favorable to the audience that is viewing this data. So, here is a chart for the temperatures over the next 10 days. Now go ahead and arrange this data from least to greatest. What is the median? And what is the mode? What is the mean? Which temperature would you eliminate to make all the temperatures fit into spring? And how would that affect the mean temperature?
All right, so the correct order is 45, 48, 51, 53, 55, 57, 62, 63, 69, 101. Those are all in degrees Fahrenheit. All right, next question. What is the median? All right, same technique as before. Cross off the numbers on the end and at the beginning, then the next ones, until you get to one number in the center. Well, here is an interesting case because when you get to the middle, you got 55 and you got 57. There's nothing in between them. So what do? You have to find the number that is in between them. So I take 55 and 57, add them and divide by 2. Well, in this case, that's a pretty simple one. The answer is 56. So in this case, the median is 56 degrees. Next question, what is the mode? Well, if I look at this data, all the numbers are different. Nothing repeats. So there is no mode. Next question, what is the mean? Again, we add all these numbers and we divide them by how many numbers we have. In this case, it's 10. So that would be 604 divided by 10 equals 60.4 degrees. And that has already been rounded to the nearest tenth. Last one. Which temperature would you eliminate to make all the temperatures fit into spring? Well, spring is usually not very hot, okay? It's cooler weather because it is coming after winter and it's before summer. So it's in the middle there. So if I look at all these temperatures, they're all kind of ordinary cool weather temperatures except for one of them, 101 degrees. That's pretty crazy hot. That's like Dubai. All right, that's a normal day in Saudi Arabia. Really, really hot. So if we get rid of that number, that's going to affect the mean. All right, so we can eliminate that value. And now, if we add up all the numbers, we're gonna not get 604, we're gonna get 503. And we're gonna divide them by 9, because remember, we threw 101 away because we don't like it. And that gives us a new average of 55.9 degrees Fahrenheit. That is less than 60.4 degrees like it was before. This will fulfill Mayor Wallop's goal of making his citizens happy and believe in him. But really, he's just a corrupt political official.
All right, so today we learned about the measures of central tendency, also known as the average of a data set, mean, median, and mode. So remember, this is a 9th grade competency that you will need in order to progress on to the next grade level. Now, there were some extra resources that we're going to give you. One second.
Hi, Connor.
Yeah, those links.
Links? You don't know the links? Well, of course it's Khan Academy. Go to the Khan Academy link that's put in the description below the video, and that will take you to all these resources about mean, median, and mode with much more difficult word problems for the students to work on. Yeah? And also, they should go to watch the YouTube song so they have an easy way of remembering all the different methods of solving mean, median, and mode. Right? Lastly, they should go to their Google Classroom and they should complete the quiz and look for any additional resources. Got it? Oh, good.